thing about Barbara, the thing about Barbara Jujel was that she really could intercept her own creativity through a lens of inarticulate expressiveness that only became itself once it reached its peak levels of endowment of its own creative energies, flowing through which they became something rather not else, that you see the work and you stand apart from it, but it really doesn't call itself into being until she really transformed the conceptual. Interestingly, when I saw her at the Hopi Indian Reserve Elderly Artist Center for Care and Research, she was at the peak of her game, and it was one of her last lectures where she really did what Deleuze and Guattari talk about, which is becoming animal. And she really did become an animal. It was really something. And I think everyone in the room felt a transformation in that moment when she delineated for herself and for others the boundaries between human and non-human, and really broke that threshold through a fluttering fury of five-fisted, funky collusion techniques. Foclusion being what Babel in the last chapter of the Domosphere talks about, when he really brings up the point that everything that doesn't do is done by and done for itself and does doing, and don't do it if you don't do it, you know what I mean? Don't even think about doing it if you're not going to do it, man, in Italian, which was his native tongue. But incessantly, we really reach a point where we become not just, but. And it was really in that moment at the Hopi Indian Reserve technique for later attitudes towards art making in the elderly practice, which I felt that the work broke open. The work broke open, and she really cared for the individuals that were in that room, and not only touched upon a fleeting sense of time and ambiguity, but really also just barked a lot. She barked a lot. And it was scary and at the same time liberating, because I really realized in that moment that I had been bitten by a feral animal at the age of 6, and that my mother did not take me to the baths. So in terms of excessivity, art is really about not doing things that don't do the things that they should do without doing it, and just getting money. It's about monetizing. So Barbara, wherever you are in this universe, I want to thank you for a very myriad amount of things, being which none of them aren't, except the one where it is. And you know which one that is. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Tell Tyler to get to bed and only make him sing the midnight song once. Is Bethany there? Is Bethany there?